Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Sister Girls.
Hi everyone, welcome back.
Welcome back, guys. We had to take, how long, a week off? It's been 2 weeks though since we last filmed because we were in
Morocco.
Cash.
Got Kesh Blues. We've been calling it Kesh just for a little shortening for the vibes.
Do other people do that?
I did copy it off one person. I'm not going to name names.
Okay.
Like a micro influencer.
Why don't you name,
as a
shout
joke?
out. Shout out.
No.
Oh.
As a joke, she was seriously captioning her pics Kesh like 2019.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then me and Elena looked at it and we were creasing because we were going to Marrakesh. Then we just started calling it Kesh. And then like Kesh Blues. Oh no, she captioned her post Kesh Blues.
Love.
When she came back from Marrakesh.
I might still.
So
I've already used cash in my caption.
Yeah, but I might still Cash Blues.
Yeah, you can still Kesh Blues.
Kesh Blues. I always say Kesh Blues.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
But we had fun. We had 4 nights in the sun. It actually felt like we were there for so much longer
Because it
than
was
4 nights.
full days.
Yeah.
We made the most. We did like early flight on the Friday and then the latest flight on the Tuesday afternoon. And we managed to extend the checkout, didn't we? Which makes such a difference. I genuinely think though, checkout in like hotels and Airbnb is some sort of scam.
It's a joke.
You're telling me I can't check in till 4 p.m.
And check out at 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
When am I using the facilities?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's mental. They do take the piss, don't they?
Yeah,
do.
massively.
And then we basically paid for an extra night to extend.
Because the positive of going to a hotel is you can't check into your room, but you can use all the facilities. You can go have breakfast, you can eat the food,
You can go in the
chill by the
pool.
pool, you can use a shower.
Yeah.
And they'll keep your bags for you. But like the stress of an Airbnb on the last day when you've got nowhere to put your bags, you don't want to be lugging bags around the city. What does it remind you of?
Milan.
No.
What?
The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Oh,
Belly running around Paris with her bags and everyone was creasing.
No, well, that reminded me of Milan because when we went to Milan, me and my friends a few years ago, knock on the door. We're all fast asleep. We've been out the night before.
I remember this.
The Airbnb host is here. The cleaner's here to clean. I literally opened the door at that half asleep. I was like, okay, give us 10 minutes. I've ran around, screamed, girls, we need to go now.
Back up.
We honestly, we went through like a movie scene, when people like wipe the surfaces.
Yeah, with
so we just had makeup, we were flinging underwear everywhere, right? We'd all packed up, managed to get out of there in about 20 minutes. We had to go to a cafe next door, reopen all our suitcases and be like, whose is this? Who wants their hairbrush? Whose bra is this? It was honestly, I've got videos. It was the funniest thing.
And then you had the rest of the day with your suitcase.
Then the rest of the day, severely hungover, dragging a suitcase around Milan.
Ruins
it ruins it.
Yeah.
There is cities that you can like pay a $5 or something.
Keep your
put-
bag
Oh
in a
yeah,
locker.
baggage stores.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're probably everywhere.
But
Probably not in Marrakesh.
oh no.
Maybe
And
not.
like we probably could have left it with Abdul.
Yeah, we could have done.
True.
He was our security guard, guys.
We made
of
friends with our
Airbnb.
security guard and he was such a gem.
And
Shout
it
out.
was his birthday when we were there.
Yeah.
We made him a cake. We got him cigarettes.
Also,
for his
he like brought
birthday.
us gifts and food
Yeah.
and stuff. He was so
right.
sweet.
Why did he bring that round?
His birthday.
Okay, yeah, so there was a knock on the door. We thought, who's this knocking on our villa? We've opened the door. Abdul's got a plate of chicken, peas, and a
Onions.
bag of
Beans.
like drinks, snacks. And we were like, oh my God, no way. And it was the chicken was 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it
the
was
drinks
unreal.
came in clutch.
Yeah.
We had no prees, did we?
We had no mixer.
We had no mixer for prees, so we used all his drinks. It was bloody
But he was
brilliant.
off his face for basically the whole time. They smoke hashish. We allowed to say it on the podcast when they get
I
banned.
think so.
I don't know.
No.
Well, they smoke that, but then like, and he was like wearing his own clothes the whole time, and he scrubbed up on the last day.
Yeah,
when the
put his
people were coming back.
official shirt back
Official
on.
shirt on.
Oh, I
He
didn't
was
notice.
sober for the first
He was
time the
sober.
whole holiday. His eyes were clear.
I didn't notice.
Yes.
What, and
he'd had a
changed his
shower.
outfit?
And he'd had a shower.
and a shave. Like
Yeah.
he shaved his head and like his face.
Yeah.
So he's smart for when like the
Airbnb hosts come
home.
back.
Yeah.
Oh my God, then 4 days he was having fun with us.
Yeah.
It's a killer job though. Oh my
Yeah.
God. You just sit outside in a chair hours
Wait,
on
can we
end.
just explain one story about the night when we came back separate times?
Oh,
And
yeah.
then
Quite a
we'll
long
end.
story.
No,
Yeah.
it's a
No,
really
it's
short
gone.
story.
I'm embarrassed.
Basically, half of us left. No, you would have to say that.
Yes, we do.
Half of us left the nightclub earlier and the other half had stayed. We had forgotten the key. So we get back to the villa. We're all a bit drunk. What's the time? Probably like
3?
1?
No, 3.
Is it?
3 or 4, yeah.
Yeah.
When we're
we
back.
got back at 5:30.
And we only waited an hour and a
So
half.
we
it
get
was
back
4
at about
a.m.
3 or
yeah.
4 a.m. There's no key. We're like, Abdul, do you have a spare key? He's just the security.
He
He's
doesn't
not got
understand
a
a
key
word
to
of
the villa.
English either.
No.
And his
He
English
just smiles
isn't the
and
best.
waves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're like, Abdul, we need a key. He's like, there's no key. You can't get in. We're like, oh my God, guys, we fucked this so bad. We text them like, guys, we've not got a key. Can you come back really
Not
quick?
gonna lie, we were in the club bouncing and we looked at those texts and thought, Your problem, not ours.
Evil.
So what do we do? The only option is to get on the sunbeds. We had our sunbeds next to the pool,
Also,
sleep
it's
on the
quite cooler in the
sunbeds.
evenings. It's not like warm.
freezing cold.
Yeah, it's cold in the evenings.
We're all drunk and tired. Abdul's running over, putting the lovely blue towels all over us.
He gave you his pillows.
He went back, came back, gave us his pillows. So we fell
And a
asleep.
speaker and was blasting PIMP through the speaker.
So we've fallen asleep listening to Abdul's music with towels over us on a sunbed next to the pool using his pillows. They then come back 2 hours later.
And we don't wake up.
We don't wake up.
They didn't wake up. We were screaming, "Hey, queens!"
They were
Wake
finding
up.
it absolutely hilarious
found
as
it
well.
so
Us
funny.
bundled together.
We were spooning on the sunbeds, freezing cold.
But also what had made it worse is we were also so drunk out of that nightclub, we didn't know what address we were sending our Uber to.
Oh, God.
And you guys weren't replying.
Oh,
so because you guys were asleep and we were going,
They've
got in there and they've
Yeah.
all fallen asleep. They've got in, they've all fallen asleep. Everything's dandy. So we were just like having a fun time with the security guards outside, like having bands.
No rush at all to come back.
Rush.
No.
And then when we came back and we saw you, we were in absolute shock. Aisha had also
I forgot about that.
fallen in the pool.
Slash jumped. I can't remember what I did.
Jumped
I was
twice.
soaking wet. My phone was wet. So I was like absolutely freezing at this point, begging Phoebe to cuddle me so I'd stay warm.
I think you went in the pool by your own choice. She's come back out of the pool and forgotten that she decided to go in the pool.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
honestly, it
But
was a bizarre situation.
I don't remember coming home. So.
Yeah.
Great place to
But
be.
that was
Yeah.
funny.
But yeah,
We'll be back.
That basically sums up our trip. We had a
Kesh
lot
Blue.
of
Yeah, it was
We'll be
unreal.
back.
Also, I'd recommend a really good place to go with friends. Cheap to book
yes.
an amazing villa, but only in big groups.
Yeah.
And just like really good like nightlife, restaurants, shopping. All
it's
rounder, I'd
pretty
say.
elite for all of those
For a
things.
girls' trip.
Not necessarily like cheap once you're there. Like we paid London prices to be honest, for everything, but what a time. And perfect weather at that time of year.
Oh my God,
October, like
unreal
30
weather.
degrees. Can't really beat it. That's the desert for you.
One thing that we could have done better is probably plan our international break
God,
the
we
same
planned it so
time
bad.
as the football international break. Like, how do we manage that? I think we were a week behind,
We're
right?
literally a week behind. So we missed the last WSL weekend before international break.
Yeah, which just turned out to be the 1 week that our friend Ali was on the telly.
I'm so annoyed.
Ali on the telly.
We watch it every single week, like without fail.
Yeah, women's football show. And Ali was on it as like their social presenter.
Every week they've got like a new guest.
Yeah.
With this new season, sometimes it's a football player current, sometimes it's an ex, sometimes it's I don't even know. Who else has been on it?
They don't have many people.
They don't
that
have
aren't
many people.
ex-pros, basically.
So seeing Ali Flan on the telly, I was like, oh
Insane.
my God, this is incredible. So shout out to her.
It's just so cool that they're bringing that social element to
defo.
the WSL. Although we were kind of, to the women's football show, sorry, we were kind of saying, well, this is our job.
Yeah, we said that
As in,
last
like,
week about
yeah.
the tweets, the Chloe Kelly tweets.
Yeah, the Chloe Kelly
Yeah,
tweets.
stealing
Like,
our
what are we
job.
meant
No one's going to
talk
listen to
about?
us.
But if it's Queen Ali, I'm okay
I'm
with her
fine with
doing
that.
that.
Yeah.
Shout out her, like what an amazing opportunity. And also it means that like they are recognizing the social platform
Yeah,
creators.
yeah. They're
and, like,
seeing us,
the amount
basically.
of work that goes into, not necessarily from our side, but like Ali and Liv and all those girls that are posting directly after
All of the news sources.
all of the news
Yeah.
sources come out. I mean, they just work
They're on it,
overtime.
yeah.
They are on it. And especially Ali works a full-time job and she can say she's been on the bloody BBC.
So although we missed the WSL, we're lucky that all of our teams are in the Champions League. So we had 2
Woohoo.
extra games to watch last week.
Yes.
Yeah, it was just when we came back because we'd flown in on Tuesday. I had to go straight to work on the Wednesday morning.
It was on Wednesday night.
And Wednesday night, I went up to Stamford Bridge and I watched Chelsea play
Oh my
Paris.
God.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
How the hell did I forget? Even though we were talking about this today, I forgot that you were actually there in real life.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
That's why I didn't want to go because I was ill, number one, and so tired.
And
I'm
knackered.
still ill. Have I still
And
got
our flight was a
illness?
bit delayed on that Tuesday, but I just thought if I don't go, like, what am I going to do? Sit at home and watch it?
Yeah.
I might as well. Like,
Yeah.
So I went and it was really fun. I will say, obviously, the crowd situation.
Yeah.
I think we mentioned this last. I've mentioned this to everyone off the pod. They decided, Chelsea, to put all of their Champions League games at Stamford Bridge.
And make them weeknights as well.
They're always weeknights because they're Champions League.
Oh, I know, but, like,
they're
being a
at
weeknight.
Stamford Bridge this year. But we've been to Champions League games at Kingsmeadow last year.
Yeah.
And they don't feel
Feel
Kingsmeadow. And it was meant to be like, we're doing good things for women's football. They get
think it
Stamford
makes it
Bridge.
worse.
You know they're not.
You know
Yeah.
that's bad.
You know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They couldn't give you as many WSL games as they wanted to
Exactly.
give you. They're not Arsenal.
Yeah.
And so they've kind of overcompensated by giving Champions
In the
League
wrong way.
to show that they've given the women like the platform to perform
At
on
Stamford
whatever
Bridge,
at
yeah.
Stamford Bridge. However, you just know that without it's an international crowd essentially. So the away teams are going to be international and
Yeah, there's going to be no
and
away
it's a
crowd.
weeknight.
And it's
also,
a
like, I'm a
weeknight.
football fan. I cannot be bothered to trek up to Stamford Bridge on a weeknight. So imagine that I can't describe it. Like no one's gonna go.
I went to a men's Champions League game the other night and I said literally never again.
Yeah.
It was that bad as well.
No.
I was home at like 12.
Oh, just tired. Okay.
And then going back to work the next day.
Yeah.
Like it's not a fun position to be in.
And the reason
like,
the men fill it is because people are so desperate to get
any
Arsenal ticket at any time. They'll sacrifice a weeknight to go.
Yeah. But with the women,
They can get it. They can go to a weekend game.
You don't
so why
need
would
to
you go to a
sacrifice.
weeknight?
Yeah.
But anyway, I just thought it was a bit annoying because you go there. I want to have like a bit more of an atmosphere, and I'd rather it have been at Kings Meadow.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was a good game. We won 4-0, 4 goals to celebrate.
Yeah.
So
can't
it was a
overall
good game
important.
watching from home.
And obviously Chelsea drew their first Champions League game, so it was really good that they could number one win and also get 4 points because
3
goal
points.
different. 4 goals
because
goal difference also matters
Yeah.
this season because they've changed the whole
I prefer it. It's like an actual league now.
way fairer.
Yes,
I just
I
think
agree.
it just,
Do you think?
Yeah, I think it levels the
Every
playing
game
field.
counts.
okay
Every game counts, and you're gonna play more games that count. If
Yeah.
that makes sense. You can't get knocked out in one round. So I think
that's so fair.
yeah.
I thought I was going to read off like the new system of the Champions League
go
in case
on.
people didn't really know what's going on. So obviously last year they used to have group stages as usual, and then like the winner and I guess second place would kind of go through.
just means you're less reliant on the group you draw.
Yeah.
So true.
And so I just think that's why for me it levels the playing field.
Also, it's called a league.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
called Champions League. So
Oh,
it's quite nice.
yeah.
It's actually like a separate league.
So now it's actually a league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, under the new format, teams will no longer play 3 opponents twice, home and away, but will instead face 6 fixtures against different teams in a league phase, playing half of those matches at home and still half of them away. Basically, to determine the 6 different opponents, they'll be ranked in 3 seeding pots based on their club's coefficient ranking. So it is a balanced, like you still get a fair choice of who you get to pick. The new format with all the teams ranked together in a single league will mean that there is more to play for all the way through to the final night of the league phase when all the matches will kick off at the same time. I love when they do that. So then you don't know who's won who, so you just have to go in hard on your last game.
Yeah.
The top 4 sides in the league phase will qualify automatically for the quarterfinals, while the teams finishing 5th to 12th will compete in a 2-legged knockout phase playoff to secure their path to the last 8. Teams ranked 13th to 18th will be eliminated.
Yeah.
So as long as you're
fun.
top 12, you get a chance at going again. From the quarterfinals onwards, it will follow its existing format of knockout rounds.
which makes sense.
Yeah, it's
So,
literally
yeah.
perfect.
It's
So
like
that's
a
why-
mix of both.
Yeah. It starts off as a league and ends off as a cup.
Competition, like
Yeah.
cup. Yeah, exactly. I think it's
I think
really
it's brilliant.
Although both Chelsea and Arsenal didn't get off to the best start, did they?
Yeah,
No.
Arsenal lost their first game.
Good.
I felt
And
the
you
pressure's
guys drew.
hard
Yeah.
going
Although-
into it.
Obviously, if we're talking about Wednesday's game, we've then won again. So a little bit more confident. I don't feel like Arsenal are in a position to win the Champions League again this year. I think I can say that pretty confidently. I feel like Barcelona, we were literally just talking about.
God, they're looking scary,
like
aren't
we're
they?
winning our
Terrifying.
games.
Oh, we're losing and drawing
But
as well, though.
yeah.
At the
Yeah,
beginning, and you see
exactly.
Barcelona win 8-0, and like they're a different league of football, aren't they? Different
Yeah.
gravy.
Yeah. Ballon d'Or all over again.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't feel like as an Arsenal fan, Arsenal are in the Champions League to win it this year. What are you guys' thoughts as a Chelsea fan? Because this is your competition that you want to win.
Yeah.
You're fed up of winning the league, been there, done that, Subway
Yeah.
Cup who, like Conti Cup, whatever. This is like the trophy that you guys need on the shelf.
Yeah.
I know. I don't know. I've always said I feel like that adds an extra pressure.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what we felt in the first game when we're drawing against a side that, again, that's not, winners don't do that necessarily. That's not a good start.
No.
That being said, we've come and we've won 4-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Good goal difference, like you said.
I don't know. I think Barcelona are obviously top tier teams like Lyon as well. But Chelsea, I want them to win it because it's,
I don't think they will.
do you not?
I feel like if they do it, it'll be a bit fluky like Arsenal did it.
Yeah, that's what
It won't be like from... No, but do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
If Chelsea do win, I just can't imagine it happening. I would love it to happen, but like, I don't know. Barcelona and like you said, Lyon and other teams, they just look better.
I'm saying it in a biased way as well. I
Yeah.
think that I would want
Like a
them to
fan
win.
way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm looking outside not as a fan.
I don't want to screw my analyst head on because then they probably wouldn't win it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't
It's
think
hard.
like that. I've got to have faith. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe just to touch on the Arsenal game a little bit. My favourite thing from the game was the set piece. 2 minutes to go. We're obviously 1-0 up. I think just as a summary of the game overall, I think we struggled in the first half. Second half, we came back. It still wasn't the strongest performance from Arsenal. And I think against a team like Benfica, we probably could have done a little bit better, especially in the first half.
Yeah.
They looked pretty good, to be fair. Van Domselaar made a couple good saves.
She did make a couple good saves, but she's had to make saves.
What do you mean?
They've had opportunity.
As I said, Benfica looks good.
Ace was agreeing.
I was agreeing with
saying that Arsenal looked really good.
No, I was saying they looked good.
They did, exactly. And we let them look good.
Yeah.
And then we sat back for some of the first half as well. But that set piece in the 88th minute, Chloe Kelly link up with Russo.
It was just a cheeky one.
It was a cheeky one. Like, who's their set piece coach?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Because
they faff around with those short corners that pissed everyone off last season when they brought them in. But that was quite a good free kick. It's one of those ones where you have to catch the other team off guard. And like you do it once, can you do it again?
I was going to say, I don't think you do that for a couple of weeks now.
Yeah.
So I saw a comment in the section of the YouTube video and it said, why do teams not do this all the time? I always think that, but is it hard, I guess?
I think it is.
Why don't they do it? It's really easy.
Well, I'd say you do have to have a good pass to like bend it round the wall.
And not be offside, right?
And not be offside. And also some teams do that thing where they'll have someone on the wall that runs immediately across that path.
Yeah, towards the ball.
Or towards the ball. Or they'll have someone like step out
if they run towards the ball.
You could basically pass it straight to a defender.
Yeah.
If the team sets up in a way that's not like beneficial to you.
They must have seen how they set up and then done a little signal. Like
someone's watched all of their like set pieces against Benfica and said, we can do this, they don't run out kind of thing.
So that was like A-star performance. Like the A-star version of it. And like, no, it's not the most spectacular goal at the end.
No, it looked really easy. That's what I'm saying.
It was like a toe punch.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
You just run onto it, don't you?
They made it look easy, which is probably the best thing that they could have done.
Yeah.
So that was cool. Yeah, and I'd love to see that again. I think that was Russo's 12th goals in 19 appearances for the Champions League, which to me is a pretty good stat. Not bad.
It's like 1 in 3, isn't it? 2 in 3. I don't know. I'm
12 out of 19.
Come on, maths queen.
12 out of 18.
2 in 3.
12 out of 18 is 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2 goals in every 3 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For anyone. It took us quite a while. But yeah, so like, I think that's not a bad stat going into the rest of
I think it's good, yeah.
I don't think it changes my opinion on if I think we'll lose or win the Champions League this year.
Both Chelsea and Arsenal need to butt their ideas up if they want to win the Champions League, basically.
Do we want to look at the table? Because I think that also...
Oh, I just wanted to talk about Chelsea quickly.
Oh, yeah, go on.
Just Alyssa Thompson.
She played so well.
She played so well. Her
Didn't
first
get enough
goal,
credit either, did she?
No, nowhere near enough credit.
Like her first assist, she assisted Ritten Kaneryd, an amazing header, but the header was so good because she made an amazing run and an amazing cross, which allowed her to put that much power onto the header.
Right.
Even Kaneryd was like, when she put it in, because she was shocked that she could
quite
even
far out, wasn't
do a
she?
header like that.
Yeah.
And they didn't even, the commentators didn't even mention Thompson. He said, what amazing header from Ritten Kaneryd.
No, Erin Cuthbert got player of the match, which I'll come on to in a sec.
She got a goal and an assist.
But Thompson got a goal.
First goal for Chelsea.
First goal for Chelsea. So very happy about that. She played so well down the wing. There was a couple of times previous to her assist to Kaneryd where she will make those runs and she's so quick. I think I saw a clip the other day of her saying that being asked was it in the league or in the squad?
It was an interview and they said, who's the fastest person in the WSL at the moment? And she
said
said, I bet on myself.
Yeah.
And I don't think they've actually done anything
to check
whether she is or whether she isn't.
Looks
I don't think she's
speedy.
played enough minutes.
We need to get their top speeds from their like sports,
from
their heart rate monitors and whatever.
Yeah, she had so many crosses into the box, and I was a bit upset because I don't want to say this, but Beaver Jones just couldn't put any in the back of the net.
Nope.
Bevo.
Like not one. She had about 3 shot attempts, but it's like it was quite frustrating.
Yeah, it was.
Because it was like, if you're a striker for a team like Chelsea, when these balls are coming into the box, you need to be able to put it in the back of the net.
Yeah. When we're talking about goal difference in the Champions
League.
Couldn't. I think we said that Barcelona scored 8 goals earlier. It was 6.
6 goals.
Yeah. So imagine if Beaver Jones
could
had
have
put
been
2
7
of those
or 8.
in.
Yeah.
You could have been at 6. Then you're level on like kind of those big goal games that Barcelona have had, which is setting them apart.
This is what I was going to say about player of the match. Just that Erin Cuthbert got player of the match. And watching it was really crazy the first half because they were all down our half the whole time. I didn't have to move my neck. So when you're sitting and you're watching on the sideline and you didn't have to look. And then for the second half, the side that we were attacking obviously switched. And I was looking exactly where Chelsea were attacking the whole time. Like the opposite side of the pitch. Do you know what I mean? My head didn't have to like whip back and forth. It was not like tennis. There was not really much back and forth. I think they had 1 or 2 counter attacks. But the reason why Erin Cuthbert got player of the match, the whole of midfield played so well. The amount of build-up play that you have to do to keep possession, to win it back, to not let Paris FC attack on you was just you have to work hard really.
And Nuskin played so well.
They all played so well in midfield, just like keep it going, keep up the momentum, keep going. You know, you're going to get that goal. It was 20 minutes or something before Sandy's penalty, which obviously isn't even a goal in open play. So it was just good to see midfield work hard consistently.
That penalty though.
And for Erin to get her
I don't think that was a penalty. I would say it was a penalty. I saw zero contact when I watched that back.
No.
I thought it was a penalty live.
Marnie's gonna have to watch it
I'm
at
going
the
to have
end.
to watch it and let you know.
I thought it was a penalty.
No way.
I called it. I
Did
saw
you?
it in front of me
Yeah,
and I
but
said,
in
Is
real
that
life-
as a Chelsea fan?
And in real life, you can't
no,
actually
I saw
see
the
it.
nick.
Yeah, but I saw her dive.
I saw the nick.
That's a yellow.
That is.
Also, Caldente for Arsenal got player of the match and she didn't get a goal or an assist. So similar story, just working overtime in midfield.
Yeah.
Basically, which sometimes I feel like
Good, it's overlooked.
Yeah, they're overlooked.
Yeah,
That's what I was
yeah,
going to say. You know, we always talk about people like Kim Little and Kira Walsh and those like hard workers that are almost invisible.
Just something else that came up this week. We had Taylor Hinds with her first senior international call-up for the Lionesses.
Interesting one, that one, isn't it? Because up until now, she's been playing for Jamaica.
Well, she played for England in the youth groups.
Yes.
And then as a senior, she then played for Jamaica because she wasn't getting called up for England. So
I didn't know
she
that if you
switch.
were signed for another country, they could call you up from another country.
Well, if you have dual nationality,
Oh, okay.
which technically like she probably has a Jamaican passport and an English passport.
I think
Oh,
you
do
have
you
to have a
think?
Jamaican passport to
Yeah.
play. You have to have dual
have to have dual
nationality.
She's
nationality.
Romany.
I think, no, she's getting it.
Oh, okay.
So you can get called up, but I don't think you can play. But she's like getting her Jamaican
So we couldn't
passport.
play for Kenya.
We have to get a
We'd have to
Kenyan
get
passport
which would
first.
be easy to obtain.
Yeah.
Especially if they wanted you to play.
Okay, they'd take
Yeah,
it
they-
quick.
yeah, they'll do the
Because
admin
those countries
for
can
you.
take the piss otherwise, can't they?
Oh,
Of
yeah,
giving you
yeah. It's like
citizenship.
Nigeria not
Yeah.
turning up to the Olymp. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yes, so I guess almost controversially, she wasn't making the England squad. And so therefore you default to your other nationality. We can totally relate. We're also mixed race, which we'll like come on to, which is Jamaica. And so she's been playing for them as a senior. Obviously with her recent transfer from Liverpool into the Arsenal squad.
She's upped her game.
She's upped her game. She probably, well, I don't actually know if she
Yeah,
has.
that's
No,
what
not
I'm
upped her
gonna
game,
say.
but her as a viewer, her
Yeah.
profile would
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
have
has to have heightened just because now you're a larger, bigger club
Yeah.
with a lot more success. And so now she's had her first call up to
Yeah.
England. I think we were just talking about, is that fair?
Well, firstly, we can talk about like the mixed race side of it.
Yeah.
Which is, we've always had the question, like we've always watched athletics on the telly.
Yeah.
We've always watched all of like the international football, AFCON, this,
The
that, and the
Olympics.
other, the Olympics. And we've always said, who would you guys run for? And we've all had different answers. I always said I'd do Kenya.
Yeah.
I've always said England just for the vibes.
Yeah.
And maybe like,
The support, the being part of the England
I was
squad
gonna
always
say, like,
seems so
sponsorships
cool.
or like-
and just like we are very much English. We live in the UK.
Yeah.
That's all I know is being English.
I always said Kenya because I'd want dad. And I love watching the
Yeah.
Kenyans. They're always really good. Like the gold medals on the track. So I just say Kenya just so then my dad would be proud.
Defo said both. And
Yeah.
I remember heavily talking about if I was a runner, I'd do Kenya because Kenya don't have many sprinters. And we were
That's
always
it.
I'd always
So that's
joke
the
that if I
point.
wanted to be a long jumper, I'd do it for Kenya because I'd get in an instant. But I would
Exactly.
never get into the GB squad.
Right. So this is
Yes.
the point that Taylor Hinds is going with now.
Yeah.
And people are giving her hate, but just you got the best of both
Yeah,
worlds,
you can
girl.
utilise
Use
it.
Utilize it. Why not?
Yeah.
There's not many other benefits
No.
except being able to no, I'm being
It's
except
facts.
like
But also, is it sad because I think of it like Kenya, I would never by choice join the Kenyan international team. I'd much rather be in the British team. I'd only choose them if I couldn't make the British team.
yeah, I think that's where people are being hurt.
Which is why that's hurtful.
Yeah, it is.
Especially if you've then joined your team in Jamaica.
Yeah.
You've made those connections. That is now your international team. Then you leave that team. You can't do
But
that.
you're both nationalities.
You're
though.
both nationalities.
You
And I
picked
also
one.
think
You can pick either at the beginning, but you've chosen one. You stick
well,
to it.
also, okay, let's talk about this. Jamaica aren't in the same competitions that England are
Yeah,
in.
and at the
so
same
the
level.
opportunities are not the same. They're not at the same level. They don't have the same funding.
Yeah.
We've all heard about how actually awful their funding
Yeah.
has been.
Yeah.
And so you're not joining a team with much prospect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Savage but true.
Savage but
Compared
true.
to England.
Compared to
who are the best
England,
team in Europe.
who have just won their second Euros in a row, going into the World Cup.
Coming
We were in a-
second last time.
Coming second last time against
Yeah.
Spain, who we've just beat. I mean, like, although how many minutes are you going to get, hun?
Well, yeah.
So there is like ifs and buts. I think a similar story came up this week actually in the men's game. with
It's
Nketiah.
a complete opposite way round.
Go on.
Yes, where he has said no to joining the Ghana national team for years because he always thought he could get into
Well,
the
he was
England team.
he was in the England under 21s. He was like their best
Exactly.
player.
Well, that's similar to Taylor.
Similar
Yeah.
to Taylor. Senior level, he's always said no to Ghana. Now Ghana
Yeah.
have, oh my God, they've really opened their arms to him. Like they've really made some like social media, like posts and like begged him to come, and then he went to like Dirty December and they really laid out the red carpet for him. And then recently he's finally said yes. Now obviously we know it's because he's never going to be England's number 9. We have Harry Kane to begin with, and then there's probably 3 other options.
Lord save us.
Yeah, no, he's doing so well this season. It's insane.
I still hate him.
Yeah. Just one of those ones
Still
you can't
lazy.
explain.
Yeah.
And I think he's probably come to the realization that he's never going to make it for England, and so has now signed the papers for Ghana. The funniest thing they did was didn't play him in their first game that he signed.
I thought they declined him.
No, they've accepted him, but they didn't play him.
I think that's fair.
And I think that's totally fair.
They definitely will
so
play him when they need him, trust me.
Is he getting hit as well for choosing Ghana over England?
I think people were just laughing, like, mate, it's about time.
Or like, it's embarrassing because you didn't get picked for England, so you have to play for Ghana. Oh, boo-hoo. But you're still playing for an international team, and it's still your country.
I also think if we're comparing like Ghana, England, Jamaica, England...
Yeah, Ghana's a better team.
A way better team.
No, but they're first time making the World Cup, though.
True, but they're making it with an impact.
No, but I'm saying like...
Jamaica don't make the World Cup.
I can't remember.
I know, but I'm just saying...
They did. They played in the World Cup last time and made history in the World Cup.
Oh, yeah, true.
I'm saying, obviously, from his side, he's not going to join a team that doesn't play in the World Cup. I think that's quite fair. They've made the World Cup. Okay, I'll join.
But you're also not in the England team, so you're not playing for any team at this point. At least
playing friendlies.
Yeah,
and playing friendlies. Yeah.
And go on camp.
Also,
then you get a break if you're not on an international team.
Nice.
So maybe you
get
just
a
wanted
holiday.
the break.
Yeah.
I just think if you're lucky enough to have to be able to choose your country, you can make the choice, and I think you can go back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
That's my opinion. Everyone will have different.
I would probably absolutely agree with that.
And we probably would do the same.
Yeah, because that's what we would do.
Yeah.
You're going to make a selfish decision, as in go to the team with the best opportunities and the more funding and whatever. And or you can make whatever decision you want. You can do it for your team, your country, or you can do it for yourself. And there will be times in your life where you do it for different of those reasons.
Most people do it for themselves and not for their country anyway.
Well,
they do.
Exactly.
So everyone's doing it for themselves.
No one says they won the Euros
for England.
For England,
You do it for yourself.
Yeah. Deep down, it's for yourself.
Yeah.
It's collateral.
It's just
damage
nice that you've got the whole country behind you.
Yeah.
But it is for yourself.
It is. I also was just saying, like, logistically, it just must be easier. Like, Taylor's living in London now as an Arsenal player. Like, England camp is in England. Like, you're not having to do all those
That's what I'm saying.
extended
Stuff like
flights
camp and stuff would be so cool for England.
Yeah. And also, it's with half your team.
Yeah.
Half of Arsenal play for England.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like... maybe that's probably why Serena's been like, oh, you've got this
bond.
Yeah,
God, right. We've talked about the mixed race side. Now this is the other controversy of it, is that she was playing for Liverpool, captain, playing 90 minutes every single game. Now she's on Arsenal, being benched, and she's getting called like,
So she's
it's
used
just
to
ironic.
throwing her club under the bus
and
to be
basically
benched, basically.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
And people are saying it's classic Serena. She only chooses people from like Arsenal or Chelsea or top clubs. And she's,
Because why is she choosing her now when she's benched, but wasn't choosing her when she was playing?
I can't explain that. That's what I'm saying.
That's mental illness.
When she says that she likes game time.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Yeah.
It can't feel that good either. Being Taylor, thinking you're at your peak for your club, your previous club, Arsenal. You're literally the captain. There's nothing more you can... Liverpool. There's nothing more you can do, and you're still not getting picked for England. You think, am I just
all
not good
it was
enough
you had
then?
to be benched at Arsenal to play for England.
Literally.
Just had to sign.
That's all it took.
Madness.
Benched at
Quite
Arsenal.
sad, actually.
Yeah.
That like the other WSL teams aren't taken seriously.
I don't think that's a good reflection of
It's
England
not.
either.
No.
Like, I don't think that's nice.
No.
That's not a nice place to be as like a player. Well, Katie Reid. She's got some.
Yeah.
She plays a couple of minutes for Arsenal.
yeah.
Now she's in the England team.
Yeah.
It didn't last long, which we'll come on to, but it seemed, you're right. There seems
It just
to be
means
some
that
sort
these
of thing.
clubs are going to hoard all the young players that want to be known and play for their country, and then the other teams lower down the league are just going to all be ignored.
Yeah.
And people aren't going to want to play for them if they're not noticed.
Well, yeah.
Doesn't put them in a very good
That is
light.
a real shame in general, to be honest. Because I don't think Taylor's like come to Arsenal and done anything exceptional
No.
to be like noticed.
No,
finally.
not
Like
at
you
all.
said, she was a solid.
It's backwards.
Yeah, it is completely backwards.
But that's just the way it goes sometimes. It's the way the cookie
I guess
crumbles.
it's
It's
exposure.
like when boys only fancy girls that everyone else fancies, because if everyone fancies them, they must be fit.
yeah.
So if Arsenal think they're good, they must be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's giving that vibe,
Yeah.
isn't it? Sad
Oh,
times.
Ugly.
sad times. Well, we were saying Katie Reid. She got her first senior called up, but she is like, what, 19?
Yeah.
That's mad.
Something crazy. Obviously, she has been playing
well.
really
She's been
well
playing
for
really
Arsenal.
She deserves that.
Yeah.
She very much deserves it. Then it comes out that she's injured now that she can't even go on
How
tour.
sad she must be.
I
Also, like, you're kind
know.
of making history being a teenager as well.
Yeah.
Like, you don't get to witness that.
And also such a nice way to like ease yourself in because it's friendlies.
Yeah.
So you're on tour, couple of friendlies.
Yeah.
International break.
Because last year, all the international breaks were that with Nations League, weren't
Nations
they?
League
Yeah.
to then make a statement for your Euros. Yeah, exactly.
But this would have
So-
been more chilled, I guess. Maybe a little bit, don't know.
Yeah, definitely. It's a friendly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what?
She can just keep up the good work and then hopefully get called up next time.
True.
A surprising signing. Well, not surprising. She does get signed often, but Kiara Keating. Obviously, she doesn't actually play for City much at all anymore. And we witnessed her in
The sub cup.
the Sub Cup
Yeah.
a couple of days ago. And her performances, I feel like she did peak 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did she get Golden Glove?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she
Or
got
she
it
got, like,
joint
Young
or
Player of
something.
the Year
Young
or something
player,
like that.
Yeah. Aish doesn't seem to think that she should have been called up, which is fine. Your opinion is your opinion.
Yeah.
I think all of these call-ups are just so odd. Like, I think it's based on legacy sometimes.
Yeah.
And like, oh, we're used to having her in camp. Let's bring her back.
Yeah.
Like genuinely.
She is a good
because
supporter on the sidelines, to be
well,
fair.
she-
She's
everyone
brilliant
says that.
energy. Yeah,
They
you
all
can
said
see
that
it.
the whole of the Euros, she was like nothing but a joy to
Yeah.
like be
Yeah.
with. And maybe sometimes
That
that's
is-
what you need.
Also, this is what I was going to say. Is it that deep if you bring in a keeper because they're really unlikely to play?
But
Yeah.
then if something does happen to your keeper, they
You're
are the only
screwed.
keeper then.
Yeah.
Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Yeah.
Like,
I
yes,
couldn't
you don't
imagine
switch
something
them
like
out.
Hampton hurting her finger or something, and then Keating being our main keeper for like a whole tournament.
Considering Keating's poor performances, would she even put her as second choice or would it be Anna Morehouse?
Do they
Imagine.
bring three?
Yeah, so it's
Oh.
Oh, they do
Hampton,
bring three.
Keating, Morehouse. But I'm just making a joke. Like,
What
would
order is
Morehouse
it? Is it
even
in
go
that order? Because it could be Keating, Morehouse. No, Hampton, Morehouse, Keating.
That's what I said.
Maybe that makes more sense.
That's
what I said.
Yeah, I thought there was only two keepers. My
No,
bad.
it's free.
Fair. And she's still young. I feel like with the keepers as well, they don't peak until they're like late 20s, do they?
No, 30
Yeah.
even. Yeah,
So
you
like,
can
I
be
think it's
old.
mad that she was so good, so young. I think that's
know.
why it was so crazy because you don't see that in
Maybe she got
goalkeepers.
complacent.
Well, I think this is what you said as well when we were watching Man City.
I was watching her save those penalties. I
Oh,
thought,
Subway. This is Subway Cup now. We've moved
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
Yeah.
Sorry, sub cup. Aish was like, why don't you go somewhere where you get more game time?
Yeah.
Which I do think is, you're so young and you're,
sitting on the bench every single week.
well, yeah, it's with Yamashita, it's not 50-50, but
No.
you're on the bench quite a lot. But
It's like
she should probably
80-20,
go
I'd
somewhere
say.
where she gets a bit more game
Yeah.
time so
Where
she
would
can
you
get that
suggest?
experience. I don't know, anywhere that's just not.
But I was saying, I don't
big.
think it would be a WSL team. I think she'd have to
Aish
go
was being
to...
savage.
I'm just thinking, we've got quite a good few keepers in WSL.
We do.
Yeah.
Well, Zinsberger's injured for Arsenal, so
We don't want her to be a second, third
that's a
keeper.
sad. That's a sad.
Oh, you're saying it's sad. That is sad. She tore her ACL.
Well, yeah, she sorted her ACL, but obviously we've got Van Domselaar.
She's brilliant.
Yeah.
She's brilliant.
But Zinsberger did play as well, similarly to how Keating and Yamashita play.
True, yeah.
Like you could say Domselaar is your main, but every now and again you'd see Zinni on the pitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
And there's pressure that comes along with that as well for Keating.
Yeah.
When you do play, and then like sometimes she makes a few mistakes because I think she is genuinely just nervous.
Yeah, I agree.
Like
I
when it
think she
happened,
suits the bench better.
Oh my god.
she suits TikTok Live best.
Yeah,
I
That
love
is
her
so
TikTok
savage.
content.
She suits the bench better. No, I just want her to find a team where she can get some minutes,
Yeah.
get that confidence back up because it got severely knocked last season when she was
Completely
making
knocked.
those terrible mistakes.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's not the same. She's not
Yeah.
been the same
She's
since.
not been the
No,
same.
she's
We were watching her every time. We were like stressed when the ball went back to her.
I think we're
It's
as stressed
such a
as she
stress.
is.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I'm literally pulling my
I'm
hair
for her
out.
anxiety, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is? You know when you have
And-
someone that you're not confident with in defence, and every time they get the ball,
Yeah,
you're
it's like,
oh,
no,
God,
my
the
God.
team don't trust her
Yes.
either.
Yeah.
One
can
of
feel
one
it.
of one of Newcastle's goals came from their faffing about at the back. It's
Yeah.
gone to Keating, it's come back out, it's gone round, and they've not been able to clear it out of their back line. Not that it's necessarily her fault, but
No.
there just doesn't seem to be much trust in the back.
Yeah.
Newcastle have come back and scored a goal. Bear in mind, guys, we're talking about the Sub Cup. 3-1 up, Man City were against
and
Newcastle.
they end up drawing.
They draw 3-0
That's disgusting behaviour.
and then win on penalties. So lucky them. But
I
like,
felt really bad for Newcastle.
I felt
What,
bad.
like a clawback.
I know.
I
To
know.
then not win.
I know.
But yeah, you're so right. Like this is teams in completely two different leagues.
Yeah.
We're looking at Newcastle in WSL2, Man City, who are top half of WSL1.
Yeah.
Top three.
Top three.
Top three, exactly. And they're having performances like that in the
Yeah.
Subway Cup, like kind of crazy. But I guess you do kind of give some of your other players an opportunity. Keating.
Yeah. No, that is literally why. It's
you
true.
do sub in.
And
the
sometimes
Subway.
things like that make a massive difference to your game.
Yeah.
When your keeper changes. And also keepers have massive
Vibes.
from the back. Like if there's stress at the back, you're kind of fucked.
Not me
Yeah,
saying
they
vibes.
need to be strong.
Massive vibes from the back.
They do have big vibes from the back.
Yeah. And just to end this week's pod with a few fashion shout outs, Chloe Kelly absolutely stunned on Instagram.
Stunned.
Yeah.
Oh, she was stunning.
She stunned on
stunned us.
Instagram.
She looked unreal.
Because that pink dress, first it was posted in black and white,
Oh yeah.
and I swiped, pop of pink. I went, no
You should have
way.
posted pink first.
I think
Yeah.
my jaw actually dropped. I was actually, I really, really, really
like
liked
a Barbie.
it.
I was gonna say it was giving like Barbie glam realness. The hair ate, the makeup ate, the dress ate. I don't think I've actually seen any of the girls like
Eat
wear
that
a dress
hard.
that well. I
Yeah.
don't know how to describe it.
No,
She
I
looked like
agree.
she was attending the Emmys.
I was gonna
And she
say,
looked like
VMAs.
she was meant to be. Sometimes they wear a dress and like you're not meant to be wearing
Yeah.
that.
The
She
dress
looked
is wearing them.
Yeah,
She was
Yeah.
wearing
the
this
dress. She
dress.
looked
I think it was
unreal.
tailored to perfection. That's
was.
why. It
and it
looked
looked
so
like one of
good.
those like proper high-end designer
Yeah.
made for an
Where
event.
did she even go?
I don't know.
don't even
We
know
don't
where
know.
she
We're
went.
trying to look up where she went. It said a
But she
glitzy
looked
ball.
cool.
Glitzy ball, but she looked unreal. Secondly, Fran Kirby, Pride of Britain. Just a 10 out of 10 look.
Yeah.
The
Way
makeup
more-
was stunning.
She looked
Face card was giving,
unreal.
wasn't it?
I think she liked Jack Josser.
Oh,
She does love a
Yeah,
fake
yeah, I
tan,
do.
Fran Kirby.
Does she?
She's always quite proud. Do you not think?
Oh.
I want to see her in the gym.
Oh my god. Yeah.
She's always quite brown, but she looked really good. Way more demure than Chloe, obviously.
Yeah. Pride of Britain is a little bit more demure, unless you're from Love Island, then you just get your tits out wherever you
Are
go.
you sure Chloe wasn't
This
wearing
is
that to
true.
Pride of Britain?
Yeah, it was not Pride of Britain.
No, it wasn't.
How do we know?
Because
'Cause
it was 2 days ago, not
Okay,
1 day
yeah.
ago.
Just wondering.
Mary Epps was at Pride of Britain. Who else did we see?
Oh, saw Karen Carney.
Karen Carney.
They all looked really
I
nice.
think Karen Carney
I
looked
think-
lovely, actually.
Yeah, so did I. Well, she's obviously on Strictly, so she's probably used to all the glitz and the
glitz
glam,
and the
isn't she?
Granny was loving that. Actually.
Yeah.
We told Granny about that.
She loved it. And then thirdly, fashion shout out of the day. We went to SOOO London.
Where you were going with that?
Neither
then?
did I.
For throw it in as a surprise.
What, is it a pop-up shop in Regent Street?
Yeah, we went to that pop-up. If you know women's football, you've probably seen it all over everywhere this summer. It's been a pop-up on Regent Street, which is actually closed now. But we had to
Such a
go
shame.
in.
Great thing
know.
for over the summer though. It made
I'd say
sense with the
such a cool idea.
Euros and the Rugby World Cup.
So many events were hosted there as well. And we basically got to go in and do like a supermarket sweep. So we had 20 minutes of pick an outfit using as many of the brands that we could find in the store that we liked. So that's live now on Instagram. And I think we've got
It was
a vlog.
actually so fun.
Yeah,
I really
it was
enjoyed it.
Such a fun day,
It was
wasn't it?
so much fun. And like the girls that we were doing it with were like really good vibes as well. So I just think we just enjoyed everything
And it's something
about
that we
it,
like to do.
basically.
We like
Yeah.
putting outfits together. So it was
Yeah.
like kind of a dream.
When they sent the brief, I was like, oh my God, that's so fun.
I was
Yeah.
quite stressed when they sent the brief. Though. Like 20 minutes. Like also like because we want to look good. It was
Yeah.
quite stressful, but it was fun in the
I
end.
think we did really well.
Yeah.
pulled an
same.
outfit together.
We got
Yeah.
the outfits together. Go have a look. Let us know who you think had the best
That'll be
outfit.
live on Insta now actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on. It's live right now. So let us know who had the best outfit from SOOO. And you can actually still shop the brands online.
Oh yeah.
So the
we'll be
store has
tagging
closed
them.
down, but you can shop everything online. That was actually,
Mostly women-led, independent sports brands.
Yeah.
which is just a really.
and
good
that
thing.
is not a sponsorship for the podcast.
No, that's by
Giving them
choice.
This is not an ad. This is by choice because we actually had fun and we like the brands that we were wearing. So
Yeah.
if you want to check them out, check them out. If not, that's fine. We'll be watching England
Yes, we've got 2 friendlies as we mentioned.
next week.
So we'll be tuning in, and then we'll just do an episode on those friendlies, I guess.
I
How
quite
we're
like the
gearing
chill
up.
episode vibes.
Yeah.
No
Same.
pressure. No pressure to talk about certain games. Just have fun.
Okay, thanks for listening, everyone. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And join us next week for more of the girls.
The games
And the gossip.
Peace.